The LA Lakers missed out. Phil Jackson is not coming to LA, so any hope of any Laker fans out there, including myself, having any hope of him walking through the Los Angeles Lakers facility, we can just hang it up and move on. You know, I'm a Lakers fan, and I like talking about the NBA, so I thought I might throw this out there. Um, First, I want to talk about the Los Angeles Lakers organization. I think that now that Phil is gone, now that Phil Jackson is not coming to the Lakers, I think the future of the Los Angeles Lakers is going to go downhill from here. I don't think nothing is going to change. I think long as that franchise is in the hands of Jim Buss, the Los Angeles Lakers will continue to be a sour team. Now, Phil Jackson, I wish him all the best of luck in New York, running the team and being the president of the organization. He'll have all the decisions to make. He can even be a coach if he wants to. We all know Phil Jackson's track record. Played for New York back in the day. 11-time NBA champion. You know what I'm saying? Him and Michael Jordan did their thing. Scottie Pippen, Dennis Rodman, Luke, Ron Harper, Luke Longley, Tony Kukoc, Bill Cartwright, Bill Winnington. I can't go down the list of everybody that was on the Bulls. Then he brought championships to LA. But I just think it's egregious that the LA Lakers turned their back on Phil Jackson. You know, I got mixed feelings on this. I want Phil to succeed where he at, because Phil Jackson deserves to be treated right. And the Knicks organization treating Phil Jackson right. The Knicks organization is doing Phil Jackson well. They not doing what Jim Buss did to Phil. But I got to say this. The Lakers made a big mistake by not bringing Phil Jackson aboard the Lakers organization. Even if you had him being the president of basketball operations, or even bringing him back as being a head coach, the Lakers fans wanted Phil. And the Jim Buss did not want Phil. Jeannie Buss even just stated that there is no place in the Lakers organization for Phil Jackson, and I think that is so sad. Ain't you supposed to be getting married to Phil? You can find a spot for Phil Jackson in that organization. The Lakers need help. But now all the power has shifted to the New York Knicks. No longer is James Dolan the villain. He still might be the villain in New York. But James Dolan wasn't getting it done until he brought Phil Jackson onto that organization. You know, for those of y'all you don't know James Dolan is the owner of the New York Knicks. You know, kind of like what Pat Riley doing over there in Miami. He he changed the culture. Eric Spoelstra is the coach, and Pat Riley is the man in New York in Miami, you know. But Phil Jackson got a lot of challenges to face as being the executive and president of basketball operations. I think Phil Jackson will succeed. He succeeded in everything he do. But the question is, will Phil Jackson coach? That's the problem. But anyway, back to the Los Angeles Lakers. I think it was an egregious act to play with Phil Jackson like that. And now the Lakers fans got to realize that he ain't coming back. The Lakers got to move on, and the future of the franchise is in the hands of Jim Buss. And that's not a good sign if you're a Lakers fan. I'm a Lakers fan, and some people say that if you don't live in LA, you're not a real Lakers fan. You know what I say to them? Fuck you. You don't know what the hell I am. You know, just because I don't live in Los Angeles, don't mean that I'm not a fan. I like the Los Angeles Lakers because I love the team. You know, and some people out there they just ignorant. You know, how the hell you gonna tell me what I am? But anyway, Jim Buss he messed up in a big way, and I'm just wondering where Los Angeles Lakers gonna go in the next few years. You know, because Phil Jackson could have started this thing over again. You know, and and there is hope in New York. And the first thing is to do is just try to get Carmelo Anthony to stay. The question is, will Phil like the Carmelo Anthony to stay, or Carmelo Anthony gonna walk this summer? All the questions is there to be answered. You know what I'm saying? But I just have that issue of Jeannie Buss saying that there was no spot in LA for Phil Jackson. How? Phil Jackson is family to that organization. Phil Jackson has brought that organization a lot of success. He brought them titles. 3 with Kobe and Shaq, and came back and won 2 more. You engaged the Phil, but why couldn't Phil Jackson get a spot in that organization? It's all Jim Buss's fault. It's all on the hands of Jim Buss. Maybe Jeannie is scared of Jim Buss. Maybe she afraid. I don't know. This situation in LA is really, really nerve-wracking. But the power now is that Phil is in New York and he ain't coming back to LA. Now, where do the Lakers go from here? Where do the Lakers go? In the offseason, you're going to fire D'Antoni. Who would you bring in to be the head coach now? Because Phil Jackson is going to end up coaching the New York Knicks. Regardless to what, Phil Jackson going to be in that seat again. I never thought I'd see Phil Jackson come back to basketball in any capacity. This whole thing with Jim Buss not consoling Kobe, and I just feel sorry for that organization. I just feel sorry for the Los Angeles Lakers organization. Because it's a reality now. See the logo that Phil Jackson is standing behind. It's a reality. The basketball guys was not in the Lakers' favor this time. The Lakers always had that opportunity and always had that magic that the basketball guys would save them. But the basketball guys is not finna save you this time, Los Angeles. You gotta figure it out right for yourself. LA, Los Angeles gotta figure this problem out for yourself because Phil can't solve it. Phil Jackson is going for signed a 5-year contract to run basketball related issues and be the president of the New York Knicks. All because Jim Buss can swallow his pride and accept Phil Jackson into the Los Angeles Lakers family. This egregious to me. It's a blasphemy to me. Like Stephen A. Smith say, it's egregious. It's blasphemous not to have Phil Jackson in that organization. It's blasphemous. You hire D'Antoni over Phil Jackson. What kind of stuff is that? D'Antoni is not even in Phil Jackson's league. He can't even sniff Phil Jackson. He can't even sniff Phil Jackson rings. Phil Jackson got all them rings. Mike D'Antoni wish he had them rings. But I wish Phil Jackson all the success in the world and in the Big Apple. I don't know where the Lakers organization going after this, but the future lies in the hands of Jim Buss. And Jim Buss doesn't care about anything but himself. And Lakers fans got to be upset about this move. And the Lakers didn't even put up a fight to get the Zen Master. But Phil's that kind of cat that he don't care what nobody think of him. Phil Jackson gonna go in there, he gonna do the job. He gonna get the job done. I believe in Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson has that aura. He has that basketball IQ. He know the game of basketball. Phil Jackson is the basketball. And I wish him well in his new position, even though he's not with us. So. Lakers, Knicks, Lakers got big problems.